Listen to my fighter! I just burnt myself going closer. Snap, crackle, pop. Fire, I love that sound. We're starting to hang out outside. It's getting nice. There's a couple different ways to cook foods over fires. We have our regular basic kettle going on. We got our rustic bad boy cowboy fire pit. And today we're gonna show you Black Betty. Black Betty is an offset smoker, which means our heat is over here and the smoke is over here and the cooking gets mostly done over here. Thanks for sticking around. Secret Kitchen, Quarantine Backyard Edition. One of the most basic parts is how to light your fire. For this kind of application, I strongly suggest getting something called a chimney starter. A chimney starter is going to light up all your coals so that they are burning hot and ready to go when you want them, when you need them. We've actually stuffed the bottom with charcoal paper. That's the charcoal bag itself. I find it's fairly flammable. And today we are going to be using lump charcoal. It is hotter, it burns faster, but most importantly, we're going to use it as an important flavoring agent for the cooking. Just light the bottom. Today we're going to talk about ribs. What I have here today is a beautiful rack of, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are back ribs, and these come from the chucks. We're gonna show you today how to utilize charcoal as a flavor, how to utilize some wood. We're gonna start with a rub. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic in here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper in here, and then sugar, and for a touch of salt. I'm a Laurie's kind of gangster. And we are just going to just sprinkle it on. You don't need to douse, you don't need to go hard. We just want this to start playing with the moisture on the surface, start hanging out, start getting along. And then we're gonna take this little gently rubbed little rib, we're gonna put it in our tray, and we're gonna let it sit in the fridge overnight. This is the basic recipe for Tangy Zippy. It is a barbecue sauce that some of you very well may know about. It starts off with sugar. I'm gonna take my sugar and I'm gonna have it on a simmer, and I'm gonna pour it into a clean, empty pot. And right now what I'm doing is I'm heating my sugar up. You want it to kind of start to melt. You want it to kind of start to burn. Get the tension sliding off! Hold on, pause. Cut it out. This gosh darn backyard is not level. All right, a beautiful backyard. You want to buy this for sale, but this backyard's not level, and I gotta do something about it. Jeez. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I smell something burning. Anybody worried? Anybody worried? No, I'm not worried. It smells like something melting. Anything melting? Okay, so you're gonna wait for your sugar to start to gain color, adequately kind of burn. It's gonna give it a little more of a caramel. And to that, we're gonna add the first ingredient, which is apple cider vinegar. And we're gonna throw it right on there, the apple cider vinegar. Let that apple cider vinegar eat up all that burnt sugar. Woo-wee, this is fast. Induction burner for the win. Something burning. You burning plastic? No, this is where the zippy part comes in. Okay, ketchup. Everybody loves ketchup. America's soy sauce. We're gonna stir that together. Next, we're going to add black pepper. Put that in there. There you go. That's part of the zippy part. All right, and for the rest of the zippy, hot sauce, that kind of like vinegary, mildy hot sauce. And just when you get it all together, let it come up to a boil. All right, dooby dooby dooby, boil, boil, boil. That's Tangy Zippy. Make it your own. This is how it goes. Tangy Zippy. Oh, I know what's melting. You know what's melting? My lawn is burning. My plastic is melting. Who thought about doing this on AstroTurf? All right, I gotta go get some water to put those out. All right, so that's my white hot heat. We're gonna close everything up now, but we're gonna leave our vents open. We have a vent here fully open and a vent there fully open. That's how we're gonna control our heat. We have that going, that's our base heat. We're gonna close this up and we're gonna let this thing come up to about 200, 215 degrees. It's gonna take a couple minutes. I'm gonna go put out my melting lawn. You couldn't smell that? So now we're gonna take these ribs that have been sitting overnight. They form kind of like a little sticky tacky surface, and you want that for smoke, for back ribs. I'm gonna drop them right there. We're gonna line them all the way back, let them sit in there for a little bit, and then we're gonna rotate them in about 2 hours. We're gonna close this up. In order to get that flavor and that constant heat going, we gotta do a couple things. So now we're gonna talk about flavor from the charcoal, but really the flavor from the wood. Sometimes I cook with the wood as the heat source. Today, charcoal is the heat source, and wood is gonna be some of that flavor. This is hickory. Hickory is a little more genteel, a little sweeter, a little lighter, but definitely that smoke flavor. It doesn't overwhelm you with flavor. Smoke is a flavor, not the flavor with a hickory. And we're not gonna burn this. We don't wanna light this on fire. We want it to smolder. Smolder. Trying to smolder, right? We do have also a little bit of mesquite. I treat mesquite like black pepper. Only a little pinch is what you need because it is a stronger, hardier wood. I'm gonna take my hickory, it's a big chunk, and I'm not putting it over the direct source of the fire. I'm gonna put it way back here where the least heat is going to be. And that's just gonna smolder. Smolder. All right, good to go. We're gonna check on the heat in a couple hours. We're gonna probably rotate these in about 2 hours. I'm gonna lift up my pants. The mic keeps making them fall down. It's not my fault. Yes. What does that look like? These are called finger meats. They are the intramusculars. They are in between the bones. And we're going to make a nice little marinade for them. Then we're gonna put them on the smoker for a little bit, and then at the end, we're gonna re-marinate them and crisp the sugar up on the outside. It is the crispity, the crunchiest, nom 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 noms. Sugar, garlic, chili paste. This stuff. Here's an Amazon link. Chili paste. We got that. Affiliate setup. Yeah, I can make a link for you, and you could, if you buy it, I make money, so help support us. Thank you. All right, and then lime. Lime, just a squeeze of lime, not too much. And then for your salt and your everythings, a little bit of soy sauce. TV magic it up. This is gonna go in the fridge overnight. We're gonna throw them on the grill. Bingo, bango, magic of TV. These have marinated overnight, ready to go. I have my charcoal going. I'm gonna put them in the cooler part. I'm not gonna cook these the whole time. These will come off before. I just want to give them that kind of that smoky crispity. And then we're gonna finish them off over a hot fire, re-glazed. But right now, let's give them a little bit of warmth. All right, and we're good to go. So we've let them crank out for 5 hours. We've achieved that texture we're looking for, which is not a fall off the bone. These are steaks. These are steaks in between those bones, and you want that steak bite. And we're gonna crank it up at the end, and now we're just gonna glaze it. Now we're just gonna baste it. All right, so we got this basting. These are all pretty much ready to eat. Now we're just gonna open up the vents. We're gonna crank some heat. We're gonna let hot air pass through. That's gonna caramelize and shellac the outside. Sticky, icky, tangy, zippy. Our beef thigh sticks, we charcoal smoked them for about 3 hours. And we gave them a really nice, kind of a genteel touch of that charcoal smoke. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop it over some hot charcoal and crisp up the sugar and the fat. We cooled them in the fridge, and now we're just gonna crisp them and finish them over this heat. It's gonna crisp up that fat on the outside of that, and then we're gonna talk about garnishments. Oh man, lucky peeps, thank you for supporting us. For those who got this as our thank you gift for supporting our video series. We couldn't do this without you. So let's garnish them up. All right, we got some green onion here. It's got the tips. We don't have to be so pretty. Let's go down the middle. Again, you don't have to go so pretty. And I just said, beep, 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 beep. We can do fancy cutting, chopping, slicing, dicing. You can even, we can do that and get the better pieces. I don't care. I just want a little bit of green onion, a little color, a little onion flavor. All right, look, that sugar sizzling and bubbling. That's a shellac, it's a glaze. It'll kind of harden up a little bit. There's a couple ways. You can eat these hot, but I find, no joke, kind of just let these cool down, put them in the fridge, and eat them a couple hours later as just like a meat snack, and they are incredible. All right, big moment, guys. I'm very happy. Oh, that is what you call some sticky icky. So to recap, we took these, we smoked them 5 hours, 20 minutes, probably to close about a 215. We wanted to get like a nice steak bite texture. We have a rub. We have a Tangy Zippy sauce on top. We used charcoal as a flavor. We used hickory as a flavor. And we threw just a drop of mesquite in the beginning to spice it up. You want a rib? I'm gonna have a rib. I cooked all day on camera. When you cook on camera, it takes twice as long. There's something to be said about admiring your own work. I do this because I really love it. I also do it because I get to eat it. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Trippin' Kosher, Quarantine Kitchen, Secret Kitchen, Backyard Edition. It's CW. I'm gonna eat some ribs. Oh,